Mitered corners give our quilt such a pretty finished look, much like a picture frame. Let me show you how easy they are to make. For my sample to show you how to do the mitered corners, I have made this placemat out of batik fabrics, and as you can see, I've already done 2 of the miters. Now I'm going to work on this one, and what we're really doing is just folding over on this point here where the 2 come together, the 2 borders. And what I want to do is make sure that my fold is right at the intersection of the stitching right there. And to help me do that, if I just make sure that I line up the raw edges of the borders, I should be fine. So once I've done that, then really what I'm doing is continuing this line right here for the stitching that I've started, this line along here. So let me get that just right. And that's the line that I want to continue when I sew. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw that line onto the border fabrics with this nice white chalk marker. And that's the line that I'm going to sew on. Now you can either pin this if you feel the need to, or just pinch it and then take it over to the sewing machine. And that's what I'm going to do. Holding it pinched, I'm going to slide it underneath the presser foot of the sewing machine. And you'll notice that I've made sure that these seam allowance go towards the back so I won't have to stitch over them, which wouldn't make as nice a seam. We don't want them caught in. So the underside seam allowances and the top seam allowances out of the way. Go lower my presser foot. And this machine has a great little starting stitch. You just hold it down and it will stitch, 4 or 5 stitches. You can do that, or either if your sewing machine has a back tacking stitch, that's fine too, but you want to secure it. And now all I do is stitch along that line. I'm going to make sure these match at the end here. When I come to the end of the line, I'm going to do my securing stitch again, because I don't want it to come out while I'm doing all of my putting the quilt top together and all that. There we go. Raise my presser foot, trim, and let's take a look at that miter. Ooh, it's pretty. It matches very nicely. And now all I'll do is, and I could use the rotary cutter if I wanted to, but I'm just going to trim the 1/4 inch seam allowance. And now we have a finished miter. I'll just press it, and it'll be all done.